Hello everybody, this is Ali with Ultimate Glass Etching LLC out of Las Vegas. Today we're doing a new piece. It's the Southern Nevada Building Trades Union. This is going to be a pair of their conference room doors. There's one over here. There's another one over there. We just got done finalizing the actual etching on it. So what I'm going to do right now, we're going to protect the surface on it. So this is the process. First, you clean it. Nothing fancy. It's a plain old Windex. We're going to go ahead and make sure that there's no residue, there's no dust, there's no nothing on it. I always use microfiber. A, you can reuse the microfiber all the time. And B, it doesn't leave very, very, very tiny scratches on it. It's super, super soft. And it absorbs the dirt, absorbs all the impurities off the surface, especially after the etching product and sandblasting. You want to make sure that we have an extreme clean surface to work with when we are sealing. So we are going to clean this up as best as we can. And I have some strong lights above me so I can totally see if I'm like missing the spot, because I know it's kind of hard to see with the white sheet underneath this, but we basically protect the surface of the glass at all times. We want to make sure we can put out the best possible quality. So while this one is drying underneath our fan, we're going to come out to this next one over here, and we're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to clean up the surface. Plain old Windex again, same thing. Microfiber. Going to do another fold and flip, and there. Get the edges all the way down. Get all the imperfections out. Make sure it's nice and clean. Basically, what you don't want on there is fingerprint residue and the film that was on the glass when we laid out the pattern before the sandblasting part. So there's this one. Looks pretty good to me. Okay, now the other piece is completed. I'm going to come back over here. Now, with this one, I'm going to use a clean rag. Not going to use the same one that has Windex on it, okay? It's very, very important. Again, it's a microfiber. As you can see, the discoloration on the actual fabric. This is all the different chemicals that gets applied on numerous projects, but you can keep on redoing it and redoing it and redoing it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and spray this one down. What I'm using is the C.R. Lawrence surface protector. This is what it is. It's about $22, $23 a bottle. Can't go wrong with it. I use it quite a bit. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put on 3 layers of this. So what this is going to do is this chemical, which is actually pretty light. It's nothing that, makes you like cough or, it's going to be really bad for you. It's very, very light. What it does, it actually goes into the actual sandblast, and ultimately it gives you like this really nice satin look, and it keeps the fingerprints off. So, some people have like etched shower doors, and then you use your shower, and then you get that residue buildup. Well, this is the stuff that you want to use. Even if you have plain glass inside your shower door, you could simply apply this to it, and it's a lot easier when you lay it down to apply it than it is to, kind of do it when it's standing up. But it's great. It keeps water off, keeps fingerprints off, it keeps all kinds of residues, and usually the hard spots you get from water, it keeps all of that stuff off. So it's worth the 20 bucks that you're spending on it, and it's going to last you about a year, depending how heavily you're using that shower door. But this is going into a commercial building, and like I said, this is a conference room entrance doors, so they're not going to get any wear and tear on it like you would on your shower door at home. So as you guys can see, I'm going over all the lines here. It mobs out the actual pattern a lot, but if you come over here and shoot this right here, see, it really stands up. So you could really see the pattern good, how it kind of gives it a nice satin finish to it. It's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. Okay, we're going to do the other one now. We're going to wait for the second coat to dry on that one. And while that one dries, I'm going to do the same thing over here. Nothing crazy. Just going to go over this and put this chemical on here. Now, if this whole entire thing was etched, and I'm talking about the actual door, like if the whole thing was frosted, I would have to use a lot more of this surface protector, because obviously you want it to go into the etching. That's my main goal and objective on this one right here. So if the whole entire thing was etched, I would be using a lot more product. But my main concern on this is this fine etch lines that's going around this. And once I put the second coat on it, we're going to go back to the other one for the third one, and then we're going to let this whole thing dry. What it's going to do, it's going to leave me like this really nice film residue. And on the third time, I'm just basically going to polish that off the glass. And then it will be done. So there's another process with different chemical. Well, it's actually a little bit more extensive process, which is called diamond sealing. And it's a lot more costly to actually diamond seal. It would last you a lot longer. That's actually the truth of it. But for this application, this is perfect. Yeah, if you come over here on this side of the table and kind of shoot up, you can kind of see this beautiful satin finish that I just put on here. It looks great. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to apply my third coat into the first door that we had over here. And this one, I'm going super light, because I already have two coats on here. I just want to put the third one on. Make sure you don't miss any spots. Same thing. And while I have the overhead lights shining down on this, what I can actually see, I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera or not, there's this really fine layer of film that is very visible to me on this glass, and that's exactly what I want. So I'm going to leave it just like that. I'm not going to touch it again. I'm going to apply the third coat on the second door, and I'm going to show you what happens on the last go around. So same thing, super light, because these doors are completely sealed at this point. But all I'm doing now is just spreading this residue to create a film all over this glass. Etched part, clear part, the whole shebang. When you do this, you obviously want to go in a circular motion, you know, especially when you're polishing down. little bit of elbow grease, as they call it. Yep, I got this nice film going on here. Okay, come back to this first one here. So this is Ragnum. This is what I was just using. So I'm done with this. This is what I cleaned the glass with. This is what I applied my seal. This is a clean rag. I'm not going to do anything to this rag. So if you look at this glass, if you want to give it a close-up, you can see a little bit of film on there. Hopefully you guys can see that on the camera. I can clearly see it on strategically the ceiling lights that we have at our shop. It's put on these tables for this specific reason. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to glance at a side angle. I'm just verifying the nice film that I have going on here. And with a plain microfiber, all I'm going to do is just polish. That's it. Don't have to put too much weight into it. Don't have to do anything silly. Just go back and forth and just polish this thing up. Once this glass leaves my shop, the company that actually installs it, shout out to Avanti Glass and Mirror here out of Las Vegas, some of the best I've ever worked with. Once they go out and install this glass for their customer, they're going to be cleaning it too. They're going to get it dirty. They're going to actually put a glass cleaner on top of this. So I'm not really too concerned. I just want to be able to take off the film that I just put on here. To make it perfect. And especially from this angle that I'm seeing here, my sealing process is done. Hope you liked the video. Have a good one.